Hello everyone. Welcome to UPSC Explainer 101. Today, we'll explore Peasants, Zamindars and the State. From Class 12 NCERT History Theme 8. Let's dive in. Analyze the role and status of peasants in Mughal agrarian society. Answer. Background. Peasants formed the backbone of Mughal agrarian society, responsible for agricultural production. Types of peasants, differentiated into Khud Kasta, resident cultivators, and Pahi Kasta, migrant cultivators. Living conditions, often faced hardships due to high tax burdens and local zamindar exploitation. Contributions, vital in the introduction of new agricultural techniques and crops, thus enhancing productivity. Interaction with zamindars, dependent yet strained relations due to the extractive demands of zamindars and state officials. Discuss the role and power of zamindars in the Mughal Empire. Answer. Definition. Zamindars were landholders and intermediaries between the state and peasants. Administrative role, collected taxes, maintained law and order, and provided military services to the state. Economic influence, controlled local markets and resources, impacting the local economy. Social status, held significant social status and influence within rural communities. Relations with state, a complex relationship marked by loyalty and, at times, resistance to central authority. Evaluate the impact of Mughal state policies on agrarian society. Answer. Revenue system, introduced structured land revenue systems, standardizing tax collection. State officials, employed revenue assessors and collectors, impacting local agrarian dynamics. Land grants and privileges, awarded jagirs to nobles, affecting local land ownership patterns. Economic stability, policies aimed at ensuring steady revenue inflow and societal stability. Resistance and rebellions, policies sometimes led to peasant uprisings and local resistance. Describe the agricultural practices and technologies during the Mughal era. Answer. Crop diversity, introduction of new crops like maize, tobacco, and potatoes. Irrigation techniques, use of advanced irrigation methods for enhanced productivity. Land use, shifts in land use patterns to accommodate cash crops. Impact of trade, influence of expanding trade on agricultural production and crop choices. Examine the structure and functioning of the village community in Mughal India. Answer. Village panchayat, managed local affairs and resolved disputes. Role of village headman, key figure in administering village land and maintaining order. Caste dynamics, caste played a significant role in social stratification and occupation distribution. Women in agrarian society, women contributed to agriculture and domestic crafts, yet faced societal constraints. Discuss the economic aspects of Mughal agrarian society, including the land revenue system. Answer. Revenue collection, revenue was collected in cash or kind, with varying rates across regions. Economic impact on peasants, high taxes often led to indebtedness and peasant hardships. State finances, revenue was crucial for the Mughal treasury, funding military and administrative expenses. Market integration, growing integration of rural markets with regional and global trade networks. Analyze the impact of monetization and trade on Mughal agrarian society. Answer. Emergence of monetization, introduction of cash economy transformed the agrarian landscape. Trade expansion, increased foreign and domestic trade influenced crop choices, favoring cash crops. Impact on peasants, peasants faced the challenge of market fluctuations and debts due to monetization. State revenue, monetization provided a stable revenue base for the state through taxation. Discuss the role and impact of women in Mughal agrarian society. Answer. Agricultural contribution, women actively participated in sowing, harvesting, and post-harvest processes. Artisanal roles, involvement in cottage industries like spinning, weaving, and pottery. Social status, often subordinate to men, with limited rights and representation. Economic independence, some women engaged in trade and commerce, albeit in a limited scope. Examine the influence of forests and tribal communities on Mughal agrarian society. Answer. Forest resources, forests were vital for timber, fodder, and non-timber products. Tribal communities lived in and around forests, practicing shifting cultivation and hunting. State policies, Mughal states' efforts to integrate these communities into the agrarian economy. Cultural interactions, exchange of goods and cultural practices between tribal and settled communities. Evaluate the use of historical sources in understanding Mughal agrarian society. Answer. Primary sources, Texts like Ain-i Akbari provide detailed accounts of agrarian practices and policies. Bias and perspective, understanding the inherent biases and perspectives of contemporary writers. Comparative analysis, cross-referencing sources for a more accurate historical understanding. Role of archaeology, archaeological findings supplementing textual sources in understanding rural life. Assess the long-term impacts of Mughal agrarian policies on Indian society. Answer. Legacy of land revenue system, set the foundation for future land revenue systems in India. Socio-economic changes, shaped the social and economic structure of rural India. Cultural integration, contributed to a blend of local and Mughal cultural practices in rural areas. Influence on Indian agriculture, lasting impact on agricultural practices and crop diversity. Prelims MCQs. What term was most frequently used in Indo-Persian sources of the Mughal period to denote a peasant? A. Riyat. B. Kisan. C. Asami. D. Majur. Answer. A. Riyat. Pahikasta refers to A. Resident cultivators. B. Non-resident cultivators. C. Village headmen. D. Agricultural laborers. Answer. B. Non-resident cultivators. In Muslim communities, who were the halal Quran? A. Scavengers. B. Boatmen. C. Artisans. D. Merchants. Answer. A. Scavengers. What was the primary accusation against Mandals in Mughal India? A. Leading peasant revolts. B. Misusing their positions. C. Avoiding military service. D. Refusing to pay taxes. Answer. B. Misusing their positions. Na and Nala, in the context of Mughal India, referred to A. Agricultural tools. B. Forms of peasant dwellings. C. Canals for irrigation. D. Types of crops. Answer. C. Canals for irrigation. What role did Muqaddam or Mandal play in the village community? A. Agricultural labor. B. Village headman. C. Religious leader. D. Revenue collector. Answer. B. Village headman. What is the Jajmani system? A. A military recruitment method. B. A land revenue system. C. A method of remunerating artisans. D. A type of agricultural practice. Answer. C. A method of remunerating artisans. Who were termed Jangli in Mughal India? A. Forest dwellers. B. Peasant warriors. C. Nomadic tribes. D. Village artisans. Answer. A. Forest dwellers. What was the role of an Aman in the Mughal Empire? A. Agricultural expert. B. Religious scholar. C. Military commander. D. Official ensuring imperial regulations. Answer. D. Official ensuring imperial regulations. In Akbar's land revenue system, what does polage refer to? A. Land left out of cultivation to recover. B. Land cultivated annually without lying fallow. C. Land that has lain fallow for 3 or 4 years. D. Uncultivated land for 5 years or more. Answer. B. Land cultivated annually without lying fallow. What does kankar refer to in the Mughal land revenue collection? A. A system of dividing crops after harvest. B. A method of estimating grain production. C. A type of land measurement. D. A form of tax exemption. Answer. B. A method of estimating grain production. Giovanni Caeri's account in the Mughal Empire highlights A. The empire's military strategies. B. The architectural advancements. C. The extensive wealth and trade networks. D. The agricultural techniques. Answer. C. The extensive wealth and trade networks. What does the term Jeans-i-Camel refer to in the context of Mughal agrarian society? A. A land measurement unit. B. High-yielding crops like cotton and sugarcane. C. An irrigation method. D. A category of skilled artisans. Answer. B. High-yielding crops like cotton and sugarcane. Mocha, mentioned in the text, is located near which geographical feature? A. The Himalayas. B. The Red Sea. C. The Arabian Sea. D. The Bay of Bengal. Answer. B. The Red Sea. The Koch kings, noted in the chapter, were prominent in which centuries? A. 14th and 15th centuries. B. 16th and 17th centuries. C. 18th and 19th centuries. D. 12th and 13th centuries. Answer B. 16th and 17th centuries. The Ain, as mentioned in the chapter, consists of how many books? Daftars. A. 3. B. 4. C. 5. D. 6. Answer C. 5. During Shah Jahan's reign, what significant developments occurred in the realm of irrigation? A. Introduction of new crops like maize. B. Repair and construction of new canals. C. Establishment of new trade routes. D. Reform of the land revenue system. Answer B. Repair and construction of new canals. Gens-i-Camel, in Mughal agrarian context, refers to A. A system of land measurement. B. Perfect or high-yielding crops. C. Special irrigation techniques. D. A category of agricultural laborers. Answer B. Perfect or high-yielding crops. Maize was introduced into the Indian subcontinent from A. Europe via the Portuguese. B. Africa and Spain. C. The Americas directly. D. Central Asia. Answer B. Africa and Spain. In the context of Mughal India, what were Mandals primarily accused of? A. Leading peasant revolts. B. Misusing their positions in village administration. C. Failing to collect sufficient revenue. D. Opposing the Mughal state's policies. Answer B. Misusing their positions in village administration. In Muslim communities during the Mughal period, Halalkhoran were A. Religious teachers. B. Scavengers. C. Traders. D. Agricultural laborers. Answer B. Scavengers. Village funds in Mughal India were used for A. Paying state taxes. B. Personal expenses of the village headman. C. Community welfare activities like constructing bunds. D. Supporting the local militia. Answer C. Community welfare activities like constructing bunds. Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, a 17th century French traveler, noted the presence of what in every Indian village? A. A school. B. A money changer or shroff. C. A textile market. D. A military outpost. Answer B. A money changer or shroff. The Ain records the combined military strength of Zamindars in Mughal India as A. Primarily infantry. B. Mainly cavalry. C. Including elephants, cannons, and boats. D. Largely non-combatant support staff. Answer C. Including elephants, cannons, and boats. Thanks for watching.